Welcome back to the Thinking Crypto podcast, your home for cryptocurrency news and interviews. I have breaking news for you all. Empower Oversight, which is the whistleblower organization, has gotten more details from Bill Hinman's conflicts of interest at the SEC. Guys, this is big. It's very revealing. The ethics office told him not to meet with folks at Simpson Thacher and much more. And the pressure and the evidence is mounting on Gensler. So I think a settlement with Ripple is coming very soon because Ripple can use this evidence to their advantage. And in fact, the entire market can as well. So I'm going to break this down for you guys. In addition, we have Tesla's technology with solar panels and solar energy is about to be used for Bitcoin mining. I told you guys it was coming, that Elon was up to something. We've been talking about it for years. It's a big day for the market. We're going to break it down. Before we get there, please go ahead and hit the thumbs up button. Leave a comment below and hit the subscribe button if you're new here. It helps support the channel and it doesn't cost you anything. If you're listening on a podcast site, please give me a 5-star rating. Quick word from our sponsor, and that is iTrust Capital, which allows you to trade crypto within a retirement account. And essentially, it gives you huge tax savings and benefits, guys. So you're essentially trading within an IRA. And iTrust Capital has a full mobile app, 25 plus cryptocurrencies, a great support team, and they have great security. They use Coinbase custody, which is institutional grade crypto custody. So you don't have to worry about your crypto getting hacked or losing it. It's a great platform. Best of all, it's free to sign up. You don't have to pay any fees to sign up. There's no monthly subscription. There are no hidden fees. It's a great platform. And if you use my link in the description, you can get a $100 funding bonus. So check out iTrust Capital. Link will be in the description. All right, guys, here's the big news. Empower Oversight obtains additional documents shedding light on potential cryptocurrency conflicts of interest within the SEC. This is very revealing. Let's go through the details. Lots of folks are weighing in on this, of course. Now, Empower Oversight received 200 pages of emails from the SEC responsive to its FOIA request. FOIA request is a Freedom of Information Act. For records that could shed light on allegations of conflicts of interest associated with the SEC's selective enforcement actions involving cryptocurrencies. The documents show that the SEC Ethics Office cautioned former SEC official William Hinman that he had a direct financial interest in Simpson Thacher. Yet, Hinman continued to meet with the firm in spite of these warnings. Now, what was his incentive to ignore the ethics office clearly telling him, hey, don't do this. This is going to look very bad. He had 15 million reasons. We know the story, folks, and the evidence is mounting. The pressure is now mounting. This is very bad for the SEC. They continue here saying Hinman met with Josh Bonney, a partner at Simpson Thacher, at least 3 times after that warning. Hinman also met with the co-founder and investors in Ethereum ahead of a market-moving speech he gave in 2018, declaring the digital asset Ether to not be a security. And we know that Ether got that special treatment while there are thousands of other crypto projects in the market. Ether got that special treatment because of this conflict of interest, because clearly Hinman was bought here. Now, a lot of people have been dismissing this as some conspiracy theory, and people are making it up. It's just XRP. People are angry, but it's not, folks. This is not just about Ripple and XRP. It's a big part of it, right? Because a lot of the folks in the XRP army have been investigating, pulling in data, information, putting pressure on officials, which we need to continue to do, by the way. But this is for the thousands of other projects out there. Look, Library is getting sued by the SEC, right? I recently interviewed the founder of Library. So it's more than just Ripple and XRP. And if you care about crypto and the asset class as a whole, you should care about this, because we can't have the SEC picking winners or losers. They need to provide clear guidance and let the market do its thing and let the free market do its thing. That's democracy. That's the United States, right, that we live in. So we need to continue to expose this. So they did a full press release here. They even showed specific emails. It's pretty amazing. They put it in their press release. Great job to the folks at Empower Oversight. Now, the founder and president of Empower Oversight, Jason Foster, I've interviewed him on the channel. He tweeted out, a few more documents trickling out of the SEC, should be much more to come as we continue pushing the litigation. Thank you, Jason Foster. Guys like this are really doing God's work here. And this is not only about the SEC, they look at every aspect of the government and make sure there's accountability and their government are representing us and doing the right thing, right? So just so you guys are clear, and you should certainly support them. Jason also said the following. He says, a few more documents trickling out of the SEC, should be much more to come. Oh, I'm sorry, I read that part for you guys. But let me pull up some more tweets of folks who have been talking about this. Robert J. McLean, he tweeted out the following. The SEC Ethics Office explicitly told the SEC official William Hinman, per the documents, to not be in any contact with Simpson Thacher for any reason. However, Hinman met with Josh Bowie, a partner at Simpson Thacher, at least 3 times after the warning. So this is starting to make the rounds, folks. This is great. I love that we're now getting some big time coverage. Different folks with credibility are covering this. And of course, John Deaton, who's been fighting on behalf of 66,000 XRP holders, he tweeted out the following. To all the people who called me and my 66,000 friends conspiracy theorists, Bill Hinman violated basic rules involving ethics. This is much bigger than the standard revolving door at the SEC. If his June 14th, 2018 speech was his personal opinion, he violated Title V, #facts. Absolutely. And I'm working on setting up a follow-up interview with John so we can discuss these details. I'm also trying to get a follow-up interview with Jason so we can also talk about this. Once again, I've interviewed both of them, and this is pretty significant, guys. And I think Ripple can use this, and possibly Library as well, in their respective lawsuits, because it shows clear ethics violations and conflicts here. So the SEC is picking winners and losers. And we know more documents and emails and things are going to come out. And the SEC has been acting very shady. And don't take my word for it. That was Coinbase CEO Brian Armstrong's exact language. He tweeted out, the SEC has been acting shady. I've said it many times. The SEC is rotten at its core. The Congress and these folks need to get into the details here and clean this up. It's a mess. As Joseph Grunfest, former SEC official who worked under Ronald Reagan, I interviewed him 4 weeks ago. As he said, the way they handled this Ripple lawsuit, Clayton and Hinman and so forth, this is a mess, and it shows the corruption. Now, I tweeted out the following to members of Congress. I said, this is unbecoming of the SEC and hurts our democracy. I strongly urge Congressman Tom Emmer, Warren Davidson, and Maxine Waters to open an investigation into the acts of impropriety of SEC officials past and present. And I put here CC, Elon Musk, who is also building a case. We know Elon he's tweeted out, he's building a case against the SEC. He knows what's going on. He knows how he's been unfairly targeted at times. So I'm hoping the members of Congress take action. Now, some of you may say, hey, I don't think they're going to do anything. Guess what? That's okay. What we want to do, guys, even if nobody goes to jail or they don't investigate the SEC, what we want, though, is the leverage. And we're gaining that ground and that leverage, because make no mistake about it, this is not good for the SEC, and the government doesn't want the SEC exposed this way because it makes the entire government look bad, right? Because the people in Congress who are supposed to be monitoring the SEC, checks and balances. So the point is, we are getting more leverage, and in the crypto industry, we need that leverage over Gary Gensler because he's coming down heavy-handed, draconian laws. Clearly, there's conflicts of interest and impropriety. So what I want to ask you guys to do is please please go on Twitter. If you don't have a Twitter account, please create one. Go tweet out this information from Empower Oversight. It's not something fabricated or made up. This is actual data pulled from the SEC, and they are a nonprofit organization. So you can certainly donate to them, and they are exposing the facts here. So this is not Tony's opinion. This is not John Deaton's opinion. These are the cold hard facts. So I want you to please make as much noise about this. Tweet this video out, share it on Facebook, tweet this document, and tag your representatives and tag the congressmen and congresswomen. It's important to do that. Remember the noise we made with the infrastructure bill, and we saw that people in Washington were like, oh my God, what is going on, right? They weren't expecting it. Do the same thing here, please. This is important. If you're a crypto holder, you have to do this. As Raoul Pal, in my interview with him, macro investor, what did he say? We have to fight. And this is our way to fight. You have to use social media, which is decentralized media. Guys, the mainstream media are not going to try to come down heavy-handed on the SEC because they're buddies. They kiss each other's asses, right? We're not going to stand for it, guys. We have to tweet. We have to make videos. We have to email. We have to call. So I'm asking you to do the bare minimum here. Go retweet this and tag the representatives like I did, right? I tagged Maxine Waters, Warren Davidson, Tom Emmer. You can tag more people. Do this and our voices will be heard. We're making progress here. We're covering ground here, guys. So please do this. Now, I want to give more context to this, right? The SEC and Ripple is not the only situation happening here. We have Library. Here's what the folks at Library tweeted out just yesterday. We met with the SEC recently. We told them we'd do anything to have same legal status as Ethereum, pay every dollar back, burn all cryptocurrency we own, let everyone go and dissolve company entirely, anything. They literally laughed in our faces, evil, despicable monsters. See? Guys, it's much more than Ripple. And if we see Gensler, they fined BlockFi $100 million. They're planning to probably go after Celsius and the other lending platforms. They're going after exchanges. They blocked Coinbase lending, right? It's getting bad, guys. So we have to fight here, and we have to use social media to our advantage. Now, Ryan Selkis, I know a lot of people don't really like him that much, but he has some great points on what's happening at the SEC. He tweeted out on April 6th, unbelievable. Under Goldman Gary Gensler, SEC has, here's a quote, for a period of time allowed enforcement lawyers to have inside info on the thinking of SEC administrative judges who adjudicate cases involving enforcement versus private defendants. The game is rigged. You know, I've said it many times, Goldman Gary Gensler answers to JP Morgan and Goldman Sachs and the big banks, not to retail investors. The mission of the SEC is to protect retail investors, but clearly they've deviated from that core value, that mission, right? And this is why I'm saying Congress needs to act and clean house with the SEC. Now, let's jump to the other big news that just broke. Tesla, Block, and Blockstream team up to mine Bitcoin off solar power in Texas. Guys, remember when I was saying Elon could be working on Bitcoin mining solutions because he was meeting with the Bitcoin Council, right, last year, and he's holding Bitcoin and he talked about ESG concerns. And all of a sudden, Tesla's technology is going to be used here. So this is being reported by CNBC. It just broke. And here's just a TLDR. A Blockstream and Jack Dorsey's Block, formerly Square, are breaking ground on a solar and battery-powered Bitcoin mine in Texas using solar and storage energy technology from Tesla. Tesla's 3.8 megawatt solar PV array and 12 megawatt hour Megapack will power the facility. Folks, like I've been saying, Bitcoin ain't going anywhere. Their mining is moving to renewable and a clean energy, and the incentive is there, folks. There's a lot of big money behind this now. Governments, local and federal, are backing this. Bitcoin's here to stay, and we need Bitcoin to do well because that capital, as I've said a million times, flows into altcoins. That's how the market operates at this point. It may change over time, but that's how it is right now. And guys, big things are ahead. And this activities like this is going to usher more capital into the market, as those who are on the fence because of ESG concerns are now going to be like, oh, they're using solar. Well, I'm going to invest in specifically in the Bitcoin that is being mined by Jack Dorsey and Tesla and Elon. So Mr. Wonderful, Kevin O'Leary talked about this, because we have on-chain analytics. We can see, where is the Bitcoin coming from? Did it come from China, where they mined with coals or something? Or did it come from a clean energy mine like this one? That is what's going to be coming soon, guys. And we're seeing just the setup of the narrative and the foundation. And I think bullish times are ahead. Once again, be patient. We're seeing movements on the regulatory side and the adoption side and the investment side. And we're seeing the SEC getting exposed left and right. And guys, I think, you know, a settlement with Ripple is going to be coming soon, because the pressure is mounting. Gensler is going to be in big trouble here. Let's see, maybe he steps down. I don't know, but we'll see what happens. Remember, he's been talking about losses, kind of preempting a loss, right? He went on Jon Stewart, kind of talking about, you know, the SEC takes a loss from time to time. Now he's asking other regulatory agencies for help. And as I said, the Biden executive order took the wind out of his sails, because it forces him to work with the other agencies, guys. So that's the news. Let me know what you think. And as I said, guys, call to action, please go on Twitter, tweet this information out, tag your respective representatives, and let your voices be heard. Please do that. And I think our voices will be heard if we drum up as much noise as possible. All right, guys, let me know what you think. Leave your thoughts and comments below. Hit the thumbs up button, share this video, and I'll talk to you all later.